We continue our series with Ed Kapora, CEO of American Products Enterprises Corporation. He's got a product, HTP, derived from peat moss. Thank you so much for being with us, sir. Tell us, when did you first invent this product, and what was the original purpose, and how soon after the spill did you realize, wait a minute, I want to get to the BP guys?
Well, we started, I'm sorry, what was your name?
Dennis.
Dennis. We started this in 1991 before the BP spill. Most of our businesses over the years have been city, county, and state governments, industrial types of governments, power companies, utility companies.
Okay, so it can be really hard for a small business person like you is to get the attention of a big multi-billion-dollar giant. So how did you go about doing that, and have you been able to get a human being on the phone yet? No human being, just call centers and emails, and actually they denied my product. They've denied it. Well, you want to tell us about it? How's it work?
Well, a few days after this, when the spill occurred, what I did was I filled out the form and necessary paperwork and submitted it in.
Yeah.
About 2 weeks later, they said...
right, Ed, why don't you demonstrate it while you talk, okay? Show it to us as you speak, like you're a chef. I'm
pouring some transmission fluid in the water. I'm pouring some motor oil on top of the water to simulate an oil spill on the water.
Liking it?
I also want to put some transmission fluid on a sandy beach.
Looks like what I cooked over.
Put some HTP down there.
Right.
And that's the HTP, the brown substance. Okay.
Yeah, it's organic. It's a blend of selected blend of organic sphagnum peat, and then we dehydrate it, we dry it out, and then we process it to this consistency that you see here.
And it's living microbes, it's teensy little bugs that are eating the stuff up?
Well, it has it's called indigenous microbes, which means it's naturally in the product. Over warm weather conditions, the microbes multiply and literally eat the oil. And this to simulate the wildlife, like a duck floating in the spill area with my product, stays dry.
Oh, it stays dry.
No oil on.
And how many?
Then you just basically skim it out like that. It works real quick.
And you collect it. How many gallons of that do you need for 1 gallon of oil? Might we end up with a peat moss problem?
Yeah, no, not really. We have plenty of it. It's about £1 pound per gallon, maybe roughly around there.
Yeah.
1 pound of HTP to get a gallon of oil. Right. But on water and on this type of oil, probably maybe a half a gallon because it's so viscous.
You know, I love an entrepreneur. I love an entrepreneur who's willing to get his hands dirty for his product. What is your next step for how you try to get this to the attention of the big guys at PP so you can appeal the decision denying your offer?
Well, actually, they did email me back, said they'll reconsider, but I haven't heard back from them since. But I'm going to offer the HTP now in booms, too, which there seem to be a need of. Oil booms, 8-inch, 12-inch, up to 24-inch, and 100-foot lengths for anybody that's interested or needs booms.
Peat moss booms, that's a great idea. And what about going to local state officials in Louisiana and Texas and such and asking them if they want it?
Yeah, I never tried that. I have some distributors and reps working on that. But I just want to get back to this spill real quick.
Sure.
On the sand? Yeah, I just want to show you how it just keeps the sand pretty much dry.
And it's taking the oil off of the layer of that sand and leaving the sand intact.
The oil's right there.
And then how would you dispose of that?
Same way you dispose of any other oil, waste oil. You have to clear that with local authority, EPA authorities everywhere. It's different in the country.
Could you grow enough of this peat moss or harvest it somehow to make a
there's millions of acres already. Millions of acres are grown already over the millions of years. I want to simulate. I put some transmission fluid in here. I want to simulate a rainy day because it's going to rain while they're cleaning up, and water running through that.
Right, and while you do that, Ed, let me point out that a couple of solutions we've looked at, they're so elegantly simple. Do you ever think that a more high-techy bunch of machinery and computers would get more attention? Is your fix so simple that it's hard to convince people that it really works?
Well, it's proof right here. I'm showing it to you. What you see is what you get.
Right.
Here's the clear water. Nothing came out. And here's the oil. And the HTP still remains dry, so you can reuse it.
What's the cost of this? In other words, if BP bought it from you enough to take care of the spill, what would it cost them?
Well, I'll give you a range. I won't give you a figure, but I'll say anywhere between 70 cents a pound to maybe a dollar, a little above $1 maybe, depending on what quantities.
That's chicken feed. Well, best of luck to you, Ed Kapora. Thank you so much for being with us. And you know what? You ought to do an infomercial, my friend. Put a headset on and go for your product. And good luck with it.
Sell some peat moss.
All right.